Hi, my name's Erin, and I'm going to help you do a front wrap cross carry with a woven wrap. This is a Technique Wovens Arca in a size 6. I'm going to find my middle marker, place it on my chest, grab my top rail, bend my elbow, loop it back around behind me, and gather it up onto my shoulder. Do the same thing with the other side. Let this hang. Gather up the slack along the bottom rail and pick one side or the other to just kind of pull that up. Now this is nice and tight. From here you can just kind of tie this however to deal with your ends. Get in the car, get where you're going, then untie it, and you're at this point. So you've done the hard part. You can avoid doing this in the parking lot if you want. So I'm going to grab this, give myself just enough slack to get baby in. Now my baby, the real baby, is taking a nap, so I'm going to use baby doll. So baby up on my shoulder, take my hand, reach under the wrap, grab baby's bum, and kind of pull up on the fabric while I lower baby down. Alright, so baby where they need to go. You want them high enough to kiss, so that's where you should probably start. You're going to reach up with the fabric, at least I do, make just a little bit of a seat. You want the fabric to go from their knee to their knee. Ideally, when you are finished, their legs will be in an M position. What that means is that from their foot to their knee is higher than their bum, so their bum will come down, up to their knee and down. So you can see how that creates an M. It took me forever to figure out what people were talking about when they said that, but that's what they mean. Arms can be out or in. My real baby prefers arms in, so that's kind of where I'm going with this. Alright, so from here, you're going to do what's called strand by strand tightening. I imagine that there are ribbons going the full length of the wrap, and I'm going to pull on each one of those individual ribbons to take the slack out from across the body. It's easy to pay attention to the top rail and the bottom rail, but if this part isn't secure or snug, baby's not going to feel secure and snug, and it's going to pull on your back and make this uncomfortable. Also, if you have a leaner like I do, they're going to be hanging out of the finished wrap looking like this, sort of. So, we're going to take top rail and pull. Then I'm going to take my fingers and just scooch over a few inch or two and pull again. Inch or two and pull, inch or two and pull, until you've gone the whole length of that pass. Alright, and then I'm going to tuck this between my knees just to keep that tension. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So bottom rail this time, it doesn't matter which rail you start with. Pull, 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 and pull. Okay? And then, alright, so from here, baby is very, very snug. I want to make sure again, now's a good time to check fabric from knee to knee. They've still got a seat, and you can kind of push up on their feet to make their knees higher than their bum. Cross your passes and go under baby's feet and go around. And if you have a shorter wrap or you're a larger person than I am, you may need to tie your knot in the back. I have enough fabric that I can simply just cross that and come around front and tie in a square knot, which is very odd when I'm looking in an image of myself, but alright. Okay, so again, in position with the knees higher than the bum. Baby's close enough to kiss, snug across here. You can spread these across your shoulders if that's a little more comfortable for you. I prefer them bunched. Now, at this point, if you were in a stretchy wrap, you would have needed these passes spread. So when you were doing that cross spread. But if you have a woven, the woven provides enough support that you don't need that. So you can leave them bunched like this. This is a little bit cooler as well. You can see baby's nice and snug to me, kind of a J shape. Upper back is pulled nice and tight, rounded bottom. If you have a newborn, you want to make sure, well, with any baby, but especially with a newborn, that their chin isn't tucked to their chest. So you want to make sure that you've got 2 fingers there. If you don't, if you find that baby likes to be tucked, You can press gently on their upper back, and that will kind of open their airway just a little bit. And then you can feed this slack through and come around and walk it around to your knot and retie. Okay? Or sometimes it'll get eaten up in the waistband and you don't have to retie. It just kind of depends. But you just want baby nice and snug, close enough to kiss, knees higher than their bum, and a little bit of space between their chin and their chest where they maintain an open airway. I hope you found this helpful, and let me know if you have any questions. Happy baby wearing!